Hello everyone, this is your favorite chronicling expat with a public service announcement regarding some interesting events I've seen a couple times in the past month or two. I was walking along one day in a fairly busy area of Santiago, and I saw these caballeros, the police, near the corner. They had a van and they seemed set up, and I was kind of watching them, just curious, seeing what they were doing. And as I was walking by, I noticed they walked out into the street. They had a cone out there in one of the lanes. They just walked out into the street as oncoming traffic was starting to go from the green light across the intersection. And from what I could tell, they just seemed to point at like the guy that was closest to them to pull over. And the only thing I could possibly think of is that this is just like a random inspection. Like it's just kind of, they just walk out into the street sometimes, pull somebody over, and do a random warrantless search, or maybe a basic document check, or running license plates, or what have you. But um, I really couldn't see what else this could be. And then later on, I actually saw another incident where something very similar happened. I wasn't there when the guy was pulled over, but it was a motorcycle. I was just walking down the street. There was a motorcycle next to a Cabanero car, and they were just, I don't know, it seemed to be a traffic stop type situation. And then when I was walking back, there was another motorcycle pulled over. So now maybe it was a guy's friend, maybe they were together somehow, but I would assume they would be riding closer if they were riding together. But again, this is a situation where it just seemed to me that they were randomly pulling over anyone on a moped or a motorcycle for random inspections. So I just thought this was interesting because this is, Chile is discussed a lot in libertarian circles. And just in the freedom movement and in libertarian circles, there's a lot of discussion about Chile, obviously because of Galt's Chile and the interest in expatriation, specifically with the destination being Chile. And I just thought it's worth mentioning. It's worth pointing out that if this is what I think it is, it's just random traffic stops for no reason to check your papers uh, and so on and so forth. It's apparently a thing in Chile. And maybe you think it's a big deal, maybe you don't. But if it is a thing, it's worth mentioning. And maybe this is just only something you would see rarely in like the major cities. This is the capital, so would you see this in a small town? I don't know. Maybe I doubt it, but who knows? That could be. Would you see it in other cities? Only other cities that have a big population? Yeah, maybe that's the case. To my knowledge, I don't know if this happens on the highways. I haven't had any reports of that or anyone mention that happens. I didn't specifically see it on the highways. Um, but it's just something to know. Like if you're driving in Chile, maybe you would just be randomly pulled over by the Caballeros for an inspection. And, again, to put it in perspective, in the U.S. we have something similar. We have warrantless, unconstitutional checkpoints for, usually it's for DUI, but often it's for other excuses. The main difference being it's usually for everyone on that road, like they stop everybody and check. This just seems random. Like whoever's close enough, they just pull them over, and I'm sure they have a quota to fill or something to check documents. So it's not like the U.S. is devoid of this, or that's just necessarily better or worse. You've got recent rancher standoffs with federal agencies and the BLM, and I'm sure the BLM is probably still plotting the murder of some ranchers in Nevada at the moment. So I mean, there's this may not be the biggest of deals, but something to think about. I just thought it was um, my duty to at least let you know that something this is apparently a thing, and you may want to know about it. If this is if we're gonna have Chile, making the rounds in the freedom movement as far as a destination or a topic of discussion. So that's really it. I just want to do a quick update, and the Gulf Coast Chile celebration is coming up this weekend. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go to that and come back with some reports in a week or two. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching.